Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Conrad and this is ForgeSpace. In this episode, let me catch you back up to where we last left off. We were doing the brakes and everything. So I got the power steering lines in, we got the hydro boost connected, we got the power steering connected. Everything except for the return and the reservoir is done. So reservoir's coming in, but for the oil cooler for power steering, we gotta wait till we build out our bash bars. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna measure out how far out the bash bars need to go, and then we're gonna go ahead and make up some mounting tabs, cut our bash bar tubing, weld up a bash bar, and then we can start putting it all on the car.
So now that we're down under a car, this is our new intercooler. And it pretty much fills this entire opening on the hood. So that'll be pretty sweet. And we got from here all the way back to the engine for space for radiator, intercooler, and everything else. So like I said in the previous episode, for our bash bar, we're gonna go from that point right there on the end cap and the frame rail, and same thing on this side. So we got to measure from here all the way out to the front end right here. Once we got that, we can go ahead and get those end caps cut and then get our tubing cut for the length, and then we can worry about the front piece later. But once we got those, we can measure out everything else. Let's see, we have 24 inches. And yeah, 24 inches. So that's what we're gonna go with. And then we'll be able to put our bar right across here. Alright, so now I have it cut out. We have marked up the center points for the corner screws. We have our circle that we made, that's going to be where the tubing is. It's 1.5 inches, which is the outside diameter of 1.25 inch tubing. So we'll go ahead and drill these 4 holes, and that way we can take and put some rib nuts in on that frame end cap, hold this on there while we build out from it. We have a hood put up, and now we're going to go ahead and tackle the end piece right here. We're going to put our piece on there and then back drill through it. Alright, we got to get a way to hold that on there somehow. I think we're going to just do one and then put a rib nut in and then bolt it down to do the rest. Alright, so the rib nuts are all installed on here, got it fastened down, and then our tubing is going to get welded in just right here. All right, let's do the other side, and then we'll start cutting the tubing. So we got these two pieces of tubing cut down to the right length. So what we're gonna do, I said we have 24 inches to the very front of the bumper. We're gonna only put these at 19 and a half inches, which is gonna take and put us out at 21 on the front side of the bash bar. And then we're gonna put our intercooler on the front. With our intercooler being on the front side, our radiator and oil cooler are going to get right in the middle there, and then that's going to still give us 3 inches to the motor from fans. So we'll go ahead and do that. We got to get these centered up on here, and then tack them in place. Alright, so that's pretty much squared up. It is the same distance corner to corner. It carries the same distance all the way forward. So that is where we need it. So now we're gonna go ahead and get our crossbar across here, measure out how wide it needs to be based on the frame right there, put 2 bends in to kick it in on the corners, and that should take care of what we need. Alright, just a quick comment on this Harbor Freight Central Machinery 12-ton hydraulic pipe bender. Same thing as you can get on Amazon, different brands, whatever. It's all junk. So you can use it for thin steel, and you can use it for maybe like conduit. But you get to DOM, and unless you're mandrel bending it like that, you're gonna get kinks, you're gonna get flattening. So don't use it for anything like a roll cage, is all I'm saying. This is good enough for a bash bar, but a roll cage, no. Alright, let's go ahead. We're gonna notch the front end to put a little curve in the front so this fits into it, and then we'll weld that in. Well, we'll tack it in place, and then we'll weld it all. go ahead and give our radiator a good fit. I believe we should have 2 inches on either side. So we'll check that out. We'll do a little tabs coming off this for the radiator, and then we'll have to put little tabs on the side of the radiator to hold it in place as well. So, without further ado, take a look here on the bottom, and looks like it's going to be right about this head right here. So that should be pretty good. Alright, and like I said, yeah, we got 2 inches on either side, so we'll make little mounting tabs out of a piece of steel for it, and then put little angle mounting tabs from aluminum on the radiator itself. So for now, I'm going to take this off, do a weld on the rest of it, and then we'll press on with what we can. Right on, so this is all bolted up, it's all got the mounting plate for the radiator. So now we got to get our brackets on the radiator itself. So in order to do that, I'm going to take and put a level right here from the cross member. That way we have a point that is straight out from there. Put our radiator in place. Take and get our aluminum angle. Put the tabs, same width right here. And then tack it in place, and then we'll do a seam weld. Alright, well, there it is. Another episode down, another weekend finished. Back bar's all done. Got the radiator all welded up with new brackets to hold it in place. Went ahead and after I got a MIG spot welded on the edges, I went ahead and ticked it all the way around. So we got it all done. Next episode, not sure what's gonna happen, but if you guys subscribe, stay tuned, you'll see. We're almost done. Almost getting back on the road. Catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.